Hi, my name is Graham Walton and this is my stage 3 video for EDPE247 for games and sports, and this unit is called Get Your Hands Around It. Today we'll be focused on a manipulative skill and it will be catching. So firstly, we'll just do a few little warm-ups just to stretch the arms and the legs, because it's important, one of the important things when you're catching the ball, that you're always moving to the ball. So we'll just do our arms back like this, pull them back behind your body, and then out in front. Back again. Back out in front again. Now the body will be moving around in all different sorts of spaces and angles, so we're going to just do a little bit of warming up in this area. So stand still and then turn to your left, making sure that your feet and legs stay straight ahead. Back to the center, off to the right again. Back again. Now with our legs, the best way to do this is to always loosen up the big thighs. So left foot in right hand and pulling back towards your backside. Holding there for 10 seconds. And switching over, right foot in left hand and pulling back until your heel touches your backside or close enough. Try and remain still, holding, and back again, one more time. Doing warm-ups ensures that your body is ready for the lesson, and it reduces the chances of causing injury. One more time. Oh. Always struggle on that foot. Okay, now our body should be ready for the lesson. There's a few important things to understand. That when we're catching the ball, you're always keeping your eyes on the ball. Okay? And it's vital when you're catching from up in the air that your hands are cupped like this, pointing towards the sky. And like I said before, when the object is moving in the air, you've got to move towards the object, not stand there and expect it to come towards you. It's also very important that when you actually catch the ball, you've got your fingers pointed to the air, and that you're facing the object, and you have to ensure that your elbows are bent. You know, it helps the impact, and the probability is higher that the object will stay in your hands because you're absorbing the impact by bending your elbows. So we can try practice catching. I'll just throw a little one in the air like this, hands up. See how the ball, I was facing upwards, my fingers pointed to the air, hands cupped, and my elbows took the force of the object. Let's try again. So it's always going to, a lot of the time, it's always going to stay in there if you cup correctly and point towards the sky or the object itself, and the elbow absorbs the force of the impact. You can also try practice by just bouncing the ball. And this is different because it's coming from the bottom. Your hands have got to point towards the ground, opposite to up. So down, down, up, up. Let's try again. Same again though, you always bend your elbows to absorb the contact. And let's try one more time in the air. There we go. Today I'm going to be teaching you a manipulative skill in the game and sports strand for stage 3 children. And today we'll be learning to catch. Now there's 4 main things to focus on when catching a ball. The main focus is to always keep your eye on the ball. Secondly, it's very important that you point your fingers towards the object or the ball. Thirdly, you always have to move towards the object and not let the object expect the object to move towards you. And lastly, it's important to bend your elbows to absorb the impact. I'll just run through a little example here. Eyes on the ball, fingers pointed towards the object, elbows bent, and moving towards the object again, like that. Another way to practice catching is bouncing the ball. It's the same as catching the ball in the air. You point your fingers towards the object, move towards it, and bend your elbows as well. Let's have a few examples here, like that. Move towards, just like that, always bending your elbows. So let's have a go at catching now. My trusty assistant is going to throw me some in. Move towards, eyes on the ball, elbows bent. Eyes on the ball, fingers towards the object, elbows bent, and that's how you catch a ball. Now, a good way to continue this on is to break up into pairs and practice throwing to each other.